International Women's Day, and often we talk about the achievements of celebrated public figures. But what about the strong everyday women who serve as role models among us? Well, we found an example of one such woman here in Asia who not only cut through the glass ceiling her profession, but also inspires with her can-do attitude. Take a look at this.
My name is Hanim Hamzah. I'm the regional managing partner of a corporate law firm based in ASEAN. The visibility of women in the legal profession, especially in partnership positions, senior partnership positions, has grown. I'm from a small town in Ipoh, Perak, in Malaysia. I wasn't in the best classes. I'm not the typical nerd type student in school. But yeah, with tenacity, I think with hardship, you want to come back and make your parents proud. Whenever I get the chance, I will run, sign up for half marathon or for a full marathon. Another thing that I'm passionate about is singing. I do have a jazz quartet. I enjoy that very much.
And Hanim joins us live now from Hong Kong. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. So we just heard from you there. Tell me who inspired you as you grew up?
Well, I've been fortunate to have very strong professional and personal mentors, both male and female. Of the female, I wish to pay tribute to my mother and my paternal grandmother. My mother had to run away from home at a very young age in order to pursue her career. She had a pre-arranged marriage by a family, but she left home. And my paternal grandmother was a domestic helper. She cleaned homes, so it was very difficult for her, as a single mother, to bring up 6 children all by herself. So these two very strong women impacted my life very much.
We talk a lot about the challenges facing women, but in your view, do you think that things have changed since you started in the legal profession?
I think there's a lot more that can be done, but definitely women are in higher leadership positions, women have more career opportunities. I think the recent Me Too and Time's Up campaigns are timely. These are not new issues of sexual harassment at workplace. I read recently in the UN statistics that at least 1 in 3 women will be raped or physically abused in their lifetime. So these are alarming numbers, and I call upon mothers, daughters, sisters, women in positions to rise up and impact change. So it is important times.
And what do you do at your firm to make sure of gender equality and to inspire the next generation of younger women?
Well, at our firm, we are very fortunate. We have 54% of women in senior leadership positions, but that is quite an anomaly. Within the firm, we have International Women's Day programs, we have total wellness initiatives, but what we are campaigning is also on gender parity, on people to speak up and find their passions. I think people are, I'm defined. I love my job. My job is a #1 passion, but there's also other passions, and I think we need to have a very balanced life. So this is something that we advocate strongly at the firm.
And briefly, before we let you go, we saw you running marathon, singing as well. It's all about juggling for a lot of women, isn't it? So how do you find time to juggle everything?
I think you just need to make time. At the end of the day, you have many interests, and you slot it in. I think I travel quite a bit for my work, so in my calendar, I make sure that I make time in the morning to do a run or to see if there's any local races. It helps with the jet lag most times. So you just have to make that time, and as I said, I think find your passion and make time for it.
Hanim Hamzah joining us live from Hong Kong. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. And you've been watching Newsday on the BBC. Stay with us because I'll be back with business news, and we'll have more on President Trump's imposing tariffs on steel and aluminium.